Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. It's been a tough stretch for the Cleveland Browns lately, no doubt about it. Coming off a brutal 31-3 loss on the road against the Chicago Bears, it's clear that this season has been more than just a roller coaster. It's been a tough ride full of ups and downs, and unfortunately more downs than ups. That loss marked the Browns' 11th defeat of the season, pushing their record further into the red and extending their losing streak to 3 games in a row. And for the fans who have been hoping for a strong push into the playoffs, it's been a reality check that the team still has some work to do, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Speaking of offense, the spotlight was once again on rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders, who, despite having a lot of buzz around him coming into the season, has yet to find his rhythm in the NFL. In this game, Shedeur struggled immensely, turning in one of his worst performances so far. He couldn't find a way to lead the team to a single touchdown all game long, and to make matters worse, threw 3 costly interceptions. Now, interceptions happen, especially for a rookie adjusting to the NFL speed. But the fact that 2 of those picks looked like clear scoring opportunities slipped right through the Browns' fingers really hurt. One of those interceptions, in particular, stands out because it could have changed the complexion of the game. It happened near the goal line when Shedeur managed to squeeze a tight back shoulder throw to former Pro Bowl wide receiver Jeudy. It was a ball that, on a good day, could have been a touchdown, but Jeudy just couldn't hang on to it. Ball slipped through his hands, bounced off his chest, and before he knew it, the ball was in the hands of Chicago's standout cornerback Jaylon Johnson, who returned it for a touchback. That play was a real gut punch for Browns fans, especially considering the game was already looking bleak at that point. Third quarter, the Bears were leading 21-3. Now some might say that a touchdown there could have sparked a comeback, or at least made the final scoreboard look a little less humiliating for the Browns. But what really caught my attention was what Shedeur said after the game. Instead of throwing Jeudy under the bus, he took the high road. "It is what it is," Shedeur said when asked about the interception. "I'm not one to kick someone while they're down. He understands it was a big play, and I'm sure he's hard on himself, so there's no need for me to be extra and do that." That kind of class and maturity from a young quarterback, that's what you want to see. Especially after a game like that, where everything seems to be going wrong, it's refreshing to see a guy keep his composure and support his teammates. Sanders' comments are exactly what you'd expect from a franchise quarterback, even if he's yet to fully prove it on the field consistently. Despite the rough game, he maintains a level of professionalism that's reassuring for Browns fans. You hear the talk about him being arrogant or brash, but in reality, he's shown a lot of maturity and a genuine team-first attitude. And that's crucial, especially for a team that's been searching for stability at the quarterback position for what feels like forever. But let's be real, his on-field results haven't quite matched the expectation yet. He's sitting at 1-3 as a starter, after taking over for Dillon Gabriel, who was 1-5 before Sanders stepped in. Gabriel, in turn, had taken over for Joe Flacco at the beginning of the season, and the Browns' QB situation has been a bit of a revolving door. It's clear that Shedeur still has a lot to learn and improve upon, but the signs of maturity are there, and it's promising for the future. The fact that he was a 5th-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, and that he's already been named the starter for the rest of the season, says a lot about how the Browns see him. They believe in his potential, even if the results haven't fully come together yet. Now, we can't ignore the fact that the Browns' offense has been inconsistent, and Shedeur's struggles are part of that. But what's been impressive is his attitude, especially in tough moments. For instance, after a Week 14 loss to the Titans, he chose to take the high road when asked about Kevin Stefanski's decision to pull him out of the game for a crucial 2-point conversion attempt. That was a wildcat play that didn't work, and it cost the Browns yet another game. But Sanders didn't point fingers or complain. Instead, he said, "I would never go against what the call was or anything." That kind of team-first mentality, especially in a season where everything seems to be going sideways, is exactly what Browns fans want to see. It's interesting because just a few months ago, Sanders made headlines for a different reason, miming an interview after Dylan Gabriel was promoted to starter before him. That was a small moment, but it showed a lot about his character. Instead of sulking or throwing a fit, he's kept his focus on the team and improving day by day. And while the results on the field haven't been what everyone hoped for, there's still a lot of room for growth. One thing that's clear is that Sanders has shown a level of maturity and professionalism that's rare for a rookie, especially one who was a fifth-round pick. That's a testament to how much he's been working behind the scenes and how committed he is to developing into a leader. The Browns, for their part, have been patient with him, and now that he's been named the starter for the remainder of the season, it's on him to lead this team forward. Looking at the bigger picture, the Browns are in a season of transition. The roster has talent, players like Nick Chubb, when healthy, Amari Cooper, and a solid defense led by Myles Garrett. But the inconsistency at quarterback and some costly mistakes have kept the team from reaching its full potential. The coaching staff, led by Stefanski, has shown resilience and a willingness to adapt, but it's clear that they need their young QB to step up and take charge. That's why the development of Shedeur Sanders is so important, not just for this season, but for the future of the franchise. Beyond just the games, it's about building a culture of professionalism, resilience, and growth. Browns fans are hungry for a team that can compete at the highest level, and they've been waiting for that breakthrough for decades. This season's struggles are tough, no doubt, but they also serve as a learning curve, both for Sanders and for the entire organization. The hope is that he'll continue to develop, learn from his mistakes, and become the leader Cleveland desperately needs at quarterback. In the meantime, the Browns' defense continues to show flashes of brilliance, especially with Myles Garrett wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks. The running game, when Chubb is healthy, can still be a force. The coaching staff is doing their best to keep the team focused and motivated amid the adversity. The key, moving forward, is consistency, on offense, on defense, and especially at quarterback. And let's not forget, the season isn't over yet. There are still games to be played and plenty of opportunities for this team to turn things around. The AFC North remains one of the toughest divisions in the league, but the Browns have the talent and the grit to make some noise if they can put it all together. The young players, especially Shedeur Sanders, have a chance to learn and grow from these tough experiences. Browns fans should stay optimistic, because the foundation is there. It's just about building on it, game by game, play by play. Looking ahead, the team's focus will be on improving their offensive execution, reducing turnovers, and making sure that Sanders can find his rhythm. The coaching staff will need to keep instilling confidence and working on the fundamentals. If the Browns can get their offense clicking, with Shedeur improving through experience, there's no reason they can't turn some of these close losses into wins. And that's what Browns fans are truly craving: more victories, more hope, and a team that fights until the final whistle. In the broader NFL landscape, what's happening with the Browns, division rivals, is also noteworthy. The AFC North is full of surprises this season, with the Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers all battling it out. If Cleveland can find consistency, they could still make a strong push for the playoffs. But it all starts with the young QB showing he can lead this team when it matters most. The next few weeks will be critical. Can Sanders continue to grow, learn from mistakes, and become the leader this franchise has been waiting for? That's the story Browns fans should be watching closely. The history of the franchise shows that patience and perseverance pay off. Browns fans are known for their loyalty, even during the darkest days. They believe in the team and they believe in the potential of players like Sanders. It's about building something sustainable, a team that can contend year after year, not just a flash in the pan. And while the road to the playoffs might be more challenging than expected this season, the Browns have the pieces and the mindset to turn things around. In terms of expectations, the key is to stay focused on the process. Development isn't always linear, and setbacks are part of the journey. What matters most is how the team responds. Cleveland has a proud history, a passionate fan base, and a roster full of talent. With the right mindset, a little bit of luck, and some continued growth from their young quarterback, this team can still surprise everyone and make a run in the postseason. So Browns fans, keep your heads up. The season isn't over yet. There's still plenty of football to be played, and the story is far from finished. The resilience of this team, especially with players like Shedeur Sanders showing maturity beyond his years, gives hope that brighter days are ahead. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. The journey is long, but the Browns have what it takes to rise again. Stay loud, stay proud, and let's keep believing in our team. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and the best is yet to come. And now Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.